Less than 24 hours from now, India will be attempting a one-of-a-kind exercise, a self-imposed voluntary lockdown across the country of 1.3 billion people. So let's tell you how states across India are preparing for the Janta Curfew, starting with the most affected, the western Indian state of Maharashtra, where the state government has ruled out using police to enforce the Janta Curfew. It will be a voluntary exercise in the state. The BEST bus services will continue to operate in Mumbai, so will the local trains. However, the Versova-Andheri-Ghatkopar metro line will be closed. But the exercise in Maharashtra has been threatened by the mass exodus of workers back to their hometowns. Once the government announced partial lockdowns in major cities in the state, the daily wage workers decided to head back to their home states and towns, and this has resulted in huge crowds at railway stations, in open violation of the social distancing norms. In Bihar, the government has made an appeal to the people, urging them to stay indoors. The police will reportedly be deployed at various points, not to enforce the curfew, but to ensure that there is no disruption of law and order. The southern Indian state of Tamil Nadu has ordered a suspension of bus services across the state. The Chennai Metro will also not operate on Sunday. Some petrol pump owners and hoteliers have also decided to support the curfew and not operate tomorrow. In Gujarat, Chief Minister Vijay Rupani has offered full support to the Janta Curfew. He has appealed to the people, asking them to stay indoors. Bus services across the state will be scaled back considerably on Sunday. In Karnataka, all restaurants and bars have been ordered closed on Sunday. The shutdown order will be applicable to liquor stores as well. Only food delivery services will continue to operate. Metro services in the state capital of Bengaluru will be suspended on Sunday. In Haryana, the government has welcomed the Janta Curfew, and accordingly all bus services will be suspended across the state. Goa, however, has taken a different approach. Starting from midnight, Section 144 will be imposed in the state. The government has decided to bar all mass gatherings, and the beaches in Goa will remain off limits throughout the day. In the national capital of Delhi, the government has welcomed the Janta Curfew. The Delhi Metro will not operate on Sunday as part of the government's precautionary measures. In Kerala, the government has asked people to clean up their houses and surroundings during the curfew. Public transport will also be suspended for the day. In India's most populous state of Uttar Pradesh, the government has offered complete support to the Janta Curfew. In the state capital of Lucknow, metro services will remain suspended on Sunday. WION's principal diplomatic correspondent Siddhant Sibbal now gets us this ground report from India's capital, Delhi. Take a look.
The situation remains precarious here in India. We know that on Sunday, Janta Curfew will be imposed across the country, which was called by the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi earlier this week, in which there will be no movement outside. Even though it's not mandatory, there are measures taken, like there will be no public transport. The Delhi Metro has been stopped, so that will curtail the movement of the people. But by and large, the number of people infected by this virus stands over 270 now here in India, and we also know that government has announced a lot of measures in last 2 weeks. The government is making sure that it does not spread through the social distancing policy, which includes work from home for the government sector, for the private sector. We also know that the government is giving all the latest and live updates, making sure that the public knows what is going on the ground, and there will be no stoppage when it comes to essential commodities. That has been something that the government has been emphasizing a lot of time, but right now, of course, the situation is quite precarious. We also know that the number is jumping very, very fast. It jumped in last 24 hours, and of course, we know that the government, the GOM, which was constituted in January, is meeting almost on a daily basis and coming out with new measures. Siddhant Sibbal for WION in New Delhi.